to losing weight, which led to confidence, but nothing else really in your life was better when you weighed less?
I guess like in terms of like stress and stuff.
You weren't as stressed when you weighed less?
I don't know.
It's okay. What do you think about your life could be better if you lose weight, other than your confidence?
I don't know. Like, that's all I can think about.
Okay. Well, I have a concern. Is it okay if I share it with you?
Yeah.
I just think, so there's a lot of studies about weight loss and about how a lot of the time when people lose weight in an unhealthy way, they end up gaining it back. So like yo-yo dieting. So kind of how when you were depressed, you lost weight, but then you gained it back. Everyone has their own kind of way their body should be. And I think for a lot of people, it helps to focus on eating healthy and joyful movement, or like eating things that fuel your body and make you feel good. What do you think about that? You seem to be getting a little antsy or not listening.
What do you mean?
Yeah, how do you feel about what I've been saying?
Can you say it?
Yeah, of course. Do you feel open to hearing about this? I'm just curious because your body language changed.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
You don't have to be.
No, yeah.
It's not a trick. Okay. But it is beneficial for a lot of people's mental health to focus on things that make their body feel good. So are you familiar with eating competence? No? Have you heard the words before or anything?
I don't think together, but I've heard them separately.
Okay.
Like, oh, you're so contemplative, right?
Yeah. So I have a handout here about eating competence a little bit, and it's talking about how eating well is more than just choosing healthy foods. And you can take this home with you if you'd like. So it says a competent eater has a positive attitude regarding food, enjoys trying new foods, which you do, you've already mentioned. They're able to plan satisfying and enjoyable meals, and they're in touch with hunger and fullness cues, and you pay attention when you're eating. And also focused on enjoying food and activity, not on weight. So that's what being a competent eater means. What do you think of that?
So, like, competence means, like, happy?
Competence means kind of like, for no better word, I guess, a good eater, like someone who understands eating, you know what I mean? Like is proficient, or like...
Consistent?
Not consistent necessarily, but just like good at it, like knows what they're doing, I guess. So someone who really knows how to eat well, like properly.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What do you think of these
Pretty
ideas?
Cool. Yeah.
Do you have any opinions about any of these things that kind of make a competent eater? Or any concerns?
I feel like this is like a learning thing.
Okay, why do you say that?
Well, I can't just do this like that.
Why
Kind
not?
of just have to pick up like the traits of, like, has a positive attitude regarding food. Like, I've always had a negative, not always, but I've been having like a negative attitude towards food. So like, kind of change it into a positive thing. It's gonna take like, it's not gonna be
Working
like
on
overnight.
definitely. Well, we can talk about that too. How do you think you could go about getting a more positive attitude regarding food?
Maybe eating stuff that isn't unhealthy.
So you think that you eat unhealthy foods now?
I think I eat a mix of both. I feel like I eat more unhealthy foods than I do healthy.
So you want to change to eat more healthy foods?
Yeah. But I know like I'm still gonna crave unhealthy food, so.
That's normal to crave foods, definitely. So are you worried about making a switch because you know you're gonna still crave those unhealthy foods?
No. Yeah. I don't know. But like I'm just gonna like one day like just binge eat. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna go buy like a packet of Oreos and just binge eat, and I don't feel like I already like lost track of like what I was doing.
Okay, so you think that if you try and eat healthy, you're still gonna binge eventually?
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Why do you think this binging cycle is happening?
Because I just crave stuff and then I just go for it, even though I know like it won't be good.
Okay. How much or how often do you eat unhealthy foods that you feel like are unhealthy?
Probably daily.
Okay. Is there ever like restriction, like you try not to let yourself have these things? Or is it just like a free, like you're always allowed to eat them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. But you still find yourself binging sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So how important on a scale of 1 to 10 1 being not important at all and 10 being really important. How important is making this change to you?
Like to lose weight?
No, I wouldn't say to lose weight, but maybe more to work on like intuitive eating and not overeating.
Not that important.
Why not?
Because I know I probably won't stick to it.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
Like a 5.
A 5?
I'm neutral.
Okay. Why don't you think you'll stick to it?
Because I know I won't. Because when I go back home, I'm like Fridays, my grandma doesn't cook. Like sometimes my grandma will cook healthy stuff, but on Friday she doesn't cook. So my mom will just order pizza, and I'm like, oh, can I just like eat something else, like something else? I'll even say like, can I like I don't want to eat that. I want to try to eat something healthier. And she's like, oh, like don't get picky. Like we can't like afford something healthier. Pizza's like $5 to like
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just have to deal with it. I'm like, all right, well, I'd rather eat that than be hella hungry. So yeah.
So you feel like when you go home you eat unhealthy and that's what you don't like? Is that you eat unhealthy?
Yeah. I can't eat healthy, it's just so hard. Like, because then I have to buy all this stuff, like, like all my groceries instead of just like my mom and grandma going to buy groceries, what they buy. I have to buy my own separate groceries, and I don't know, it's just much more effort. It's more expensive to eat healthy, to me, I feel. Maybe because I'm not like more in, what do you call it? I don't know much about it, probably, but yeah.
Okay. So you feel like it's hard for you to eat healthy when you're home, but you feel like every meal needs to be healthy?
No. I don't feel like every meal needs to be healthy. But, I don't know, just feel like having a healthy relationship with food is important.
Well, how do you think you can build that relationship? What steps can you do to build a better relationship with food?
Thinking more positively when you eat. Or like cooking foods that make you feel good. Like, oh, this is like, tastes good. But I don't want to eat too much of it.
So like satisfying, foods that are satisfying? Okay. I have some information about hunger and fullness that kind of correlates with intuitive eating. Would you be interested in hearing about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you know anything about the hunger and fullness scale? Have you ever heard about it before?
Yeah, it's like on one side you're hungry and then on the other side you're full.
Definitely, yeah. So I think that this handout is a good idea. I have a pen here. Bless you. So I think it would be good to kind of go through and write kind of how you feel in these places. So how do you feel when you're at a 10, very full? Like physical feelings.
Like my stomach hurts.
Stomach hurts. Okay. It might be good to start at a 5. So 5 is right in the middle. It's comfortable.
Neutral?
Not hungry, yeah, not full. How do you think you feel at a 5 in your stomach?
Like neutral? Like hungry?
Probably not hungry yet. Maybe more towards 4, 3, 2 you start to get hungry. But what like kind of feelings do you associate with just being comfortably not hungry, not full?
Like,
are there any words you can think of to describe it?
Like if I'm craving something, I'll eat it.
Okay. At a 5, you'd still eat, even if you... Okay.
Even if I'm hungry, if I'm full, I'll still eat. But until I'm like really like, oh my god, I can't eat no more, I'm gonna throw up.
Okay. If we focus on this hunger and fullness scale, it might help you it's helped other people to not overeat. So if you can identify where your body is when you sit down to eat, and you monitor the numbers that you're at, then you're less likely to overeat. Does that make sense?
Like 1 through 10?
Yeah. So like I'll just give, a lot of people feel at a 5, just like comfortable and content. So I'm going to put just content there, and then we can use your own words from there to fill in the rest of the numbers. How does that sound? Mm-hmm. Do you think this is something, what do you think about the hunger and fullness scale before we continue?
Is this like another plan? Like different from the one we were doing? Are there 2 different plans?
What do you mean by plan?
Wait, what is this?
It's just, this is a tool to help stop like overeating. It helps you tune into your body. Is this something you're interested in? Because we could move on to something else if you're not interested in this.
Yeah, I'll listen.
You don't have to. It's just something that like, I have other handouts we can go over if this isn't something you're interested in.
No, yeah, it's just like when I'm eating, like I'll be like, okay, like 1 to 10, do I feel really hungry right now? Am I at a 5 or am I at a 10, right?
Yeah, we're going to go through each number, like 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
And like what feels comfortable for you.
Right.
How does that sound?
Yeah.
because I have another handout here that we could always talk about that I think would be relevant to you, about all foods fit. And so it's kind of your perceptions of food. That is a good one, I think. We can do the top of this. Do either of these look like something you'd want to work with?
Yeah.
What do you think? Which one looks like interesting to you to talk about? That may benefit or help you. Let's go back. So, how confident do you feel that you'll make a change?
1 through 10 or 1 through what?
Yeah, 1 through 10. 1 being not confident that you'll even try or that you'll be able to. 10 being extremely confident you'll be able to make a change.
Oh no, not 10.
That's okay. Whatever number is.
Probably like 5, neutral.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Because I don't want to say yes or no.
You don't have to.
But I kind of said no, so.
That's okay. Why don't you feel confident that you can make a change?
Because I've been trying to make a change for so long and I don't, so.
What kind of a change have you been trying to make? Or what
Just
are the
like
things you've been doing?
Going to the gym more, eating healthy, buying healthier groceries. Nothing works.
Why do you think nothing works?
Maybe because I don't try hard enough, I don't know.
You think you don't try hard enough in eating healthy and going to the gym? And that's why you're not reaching your goal?
Maybe.
What kind of goal are you setting for yourself?
Just losing weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that if you lose weight, your life will be better?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Mentally. Huh?
What do you mean by that?
I just feel better.
How? Can you explain that to me?
Like, well, I don't know. I'll just feel more confident.
More confident? And you think your life will be better if you feel more confident?
Mm-hmm.
What parts of your life do you see being better when you weigh less?
I won't be so annoying about not taking pictures. I feel like my social anxiety will decrease. I don't know, when you're self-confident, it just kind of, other people can see that in you. And, you know, I don't know, I just want to feel better about myself.
So you think when you lose weight, you will become more self-confident and your life will get better because you'll have less social anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. How do you see, let me think. In what ways do you think your life will, I don't know how to ask this question. I think. So you're saying the only way for you to be confident and happy is if you lose weight?
No. But one of the main ways, yeah. That's like a lot of where my trauma comes from.
Your trauma. What do you mean by that?
Just like when I'm back home, I never want to go out. My mom gets like pissed because I'm always scared someone from high school is going to see me. Because in high school I was really skinny. So when they see me, I'm going to be like freak out because like, they're like, oh my god, like you gained weight, like you look so different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like a lot of places I won't go out. Like if mom goes to the mall or something, I won't go. But, like,
Okay. So you're really uncomfortable being in public because you don't like how you look?
Back home mostly. Here I don't really care so much, but back home, yeah.
So back home you care that you weigh more than you used to?
Like here I care too, but since like people kind of just, they didn't really know me for so long when I was skinny, so I don't really care that much. But back home, if like someone sees me, yeah, I like kind of freak out. So I always go out with like a hat or sunglasses on and try not to be, I don't know what's gonna be like looking for me all the time, but I just like run into someone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So you don't like how you look, and so you don't want to see people that you know?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like that's all the time that we have. Is there anything else that you feel like you want to talk about before our time is up? It's been 30 minutes, but...
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to set a meeting for another meeting for sometime in the future? And so we can keep talking about this and maybe start taking steps towards your goal?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. So maybe we can set up a meeting so we can do this again. And maybe in the meantime, is there something that maybe you think could help you next time you come and meet with me that you could think about while in the meantime? Maybe some kind of, I don't know, ideas you have that you'd like to make your change? Or is there anything that you'd like to do in between our next meetings to maybe get to where we can start making plans?
Not anything I can think of right now.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. We can talk again next time you're here, and I look forward to seeing you.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.